What should we believe about death?
You should believe that death, death is real. It's afterlife. It's death. So for me, death to me meaning there's no more. Meaning you have at least
Daddy,
if it's a part of, if death was a part of what in your life, it's a part of, if it was a part of my life, that meaning I have memories. It's memories, the past. As far as I, that's what I have to focus on as far as death is to me. Death meaning sad but happiness depending on what type of death it was. Death to me meaning there is life with God depending on how you live your life. That's what death means to me.
What do you think society's main beliefs about death are?
Well, there's a good and a bad to society. Because you have people out here killing people and taking people's lives. And that part of society, death means nothing to them. Meaning not thinking of what that person may think of them as far as death. The other part of society as far as death is concerning, like we lost Whitney. You see how big her funeral was. So death meaning to society meaning they're lost. Michael Jackson, Al lost. We will hear from them no more. We will hear their music no more. We will see them on as a presence as to TV no more. So it's two parts to death to me, to society. And that's the only part I see. A good part that don't care about death and a part that will sorrow when death happens.
How does our society educate its members about death?
Well, again, when somebody like, I can go back as far as Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass,
Martin Luther King.
yes, Martin Luther King. There's the radio, there's the TV. It's going to be like a whole televised radio station, and that's a good thing. And as far as if it was somebody in my family, society is because it's not meaning nothing to them. But when it's a person as of Hollywood status, of stardom status, is big to society, meaning the world would know that person died.
How do these beliefs influence the way you live?
For me, I can go back again as far as Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke coming from Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, depending on, who is within that state of that year, of that time. It is the music for me, as far as music and even television, as far as Eddie Murphy. They give you this sense of happiness, this sense of joy, or wherever it is in your life. Sometimes it could be a pick you up for a person as far as society is for the world. Or let down too.
How would you teach people about death?
For myself, I have to really, it really probably would hit home for me to teach somebody that this person will no longer be. But you keep their memories of what what they instilled in you or what they left in you, the good part. You know, keep that inside of you. Don't dwell on the bad things that they left behind. Dwell on the happiness that they gave you, the joy that they gave you, or or where did they help you out in life? You know, where did they pick you up in life to make you be who you want to be? That's
When people die, what do you think happens? Like, is there afterlife? Is there a spiritual life?
yes, I really believe the Bible tells us it's a hell that you will burn for the rest of your life, and I believe that. It ain't for me to say that's what the Bible say. So if God told me, oh, after death you're gonna be over in a wonderland, just everybody running around, no, He didn't say that. Whether you live a good life, if you was doing by what the words say, He says there's heaven. If you going against what God say, because He said every knee shall bow, you will not have. Oh, didn't nobody tell me? I didn't know about it. He said, no, it's going to become a time in your life where you may not want to remember, but at that time, when He come back, He gonna tell you where He gonna show you where somebody showed you Him, and you didn't want to recognize Him, and you going to hell. It's just that simple.
And what will you teach your kids about death when the time comes?
To try to live your life like God says, so you don't have to go to hell. So when you do that, because there's going to be a time in your life, because He said, what if to be born is to die. So death is going to become a part of even myself. One day I'm going to leave this world. So death going to be in your life. Death going to be in somebody's life as far as I'm concerned. So I would tell them for death, live your life as God would expect you to as best as you can to God's word. So when death do come upon you, you don't it's not something that you wish you would have could have did. You already know I live God's word. I done what I supposed to do, and it's time for me to go. And when it's time for you to go, if you done God's word, your heart won't be sad, and you might cry, but it's gonna be for me. For me, I believe it's gonna be tears of joy, saying I'm getting to go to see God, who God is. I'm gonna be by my God's side.